And they went and named this little subchapter Another Strange Visit. I guess they don't want you to be surprised ever when the stranger shows up, because they just announced it in advance. We are returned. Oh no, I cannot read my diary. Great sadness has happened. What? Oh, no, it's just the Karnaca thing. Where's this visit happening? Just when I walk out, surprise is gonna happen? Is this not actually gonna be? Yep. What? That's clipping through that like crazy. Things are not right here today.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Yeah, it's full of roots this time. Like the Brigmore witches got to it. Because they probably did. I mean, don't all the Brigmore witches' power come from Delilah? And her power comes from the void?
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
Can't she kill me here? Because she really should. Otherwise, I'm just going to stop her.
I told you, when you're older, perhaps next year.
You said that last year. Jessamine is younger than me, and she's at court every day.
Jessamine is, well, it's complicated. You'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
This is all revenge for feelings of childhood inadequacy.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower. But at night, I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't bring it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessie, what is your account of that?
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
So it's the exact same story I just played in Witcher? It's the exact same story I just played! Oh no! I just did this story in a game. Two sisters split at an early age because of a thing where one of them wrongfully blamed the other one for it, and they lived in division forever, and one of them was always gone while the other one got to grow up as the princess, and then she takes her sweet revenge, and it's the same story from The Witcher. Oh no.
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Her sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you're still... Your grand plan for revenge and all the murders involved and all the cruelty you're inflicting is still in response to the one time you were wronged by a small child and the massive rippling butterfly effect that came from that. But at the core, you're still just getting mad at a small child for making the wrong decision and acting like how most small children do.
It's hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
The Dreadful Whale, Chapter 5. Meet with Megan Foster and Anton Sokolov to discuss the next steps in your effort to take down Delilah and the Duke of Serkonos.
When I was young, the Loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
I guess the cage was worse this time, is the takeaway.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
We gonna lose her? Is that an option? Oops. Oh. Thank you. It's something I should say to your safe, but that, to your safe. It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did, bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. I got it from an aristocrat, wanting quick passage from Karnaca a while back. You'll need it now that Anton is back. If you want to sleep, his snoring cut straight through the bulkhead. Megan. That's probably the same aristocrat that we heard about that left this particular diagram and the guitar. There's the wine. It's called the Royal Conservatory. Hey, we've heard about that place. That's the place that was closed. Sokolov is safe. I rescued Sokolov. The man spent years serving my family, educating me in both intellectual subjects and bawdy humor. And now, a small part of what I owe him has been repaid. I am just sorry I can't offer him more comfortable accommodations. The Dreadful Whale, dank and cramped as it is our home for now. He's been living here with Megan for years, but in his current condition, I wish we could make him more comfortable. I was able to stop Kiran Jindosh. His weaponized mind won't be a threat now, his thoughts scattered and his memories destroyed. But by his own device, no less. When Sokolov is feeling better, maybe he'll have an opinion on whether I did the right thing by not killing Jindosh outright. Anyway, it's a relief to know the last clockwork soldiers remaining in the Empire are the only ones there will ever be. Delilah in the Void. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this was more than a dream. I was in the Void somehow. Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or a fabrication. She spoke of my grandfather, Emperor Euhorn Jacob Kaldwin. History says he was a man of honor who served his people, but Delilah showed me all of his promises unfulfilled, all those easy lies. And she showed me my mother, Jessamine, as I never imagined her, spoiled and petty, entitled, and finally, a great injustice, Delilah's mother dying in a debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from the lies? You didn't really see your mom spoiled and petty. You saw her blame another child for something they did when they were a child. And spoiled or not, a lot of kids just do that. They're afraid of getting in trouble, because getting in trouble means disappointing the people that believe in them or want them to act a certain way. And so a lot of people freak out at the concept of ever getting caught for things that they do, and so they blame them they blame other people for them. Especially since when you're younger, well, pretty much all the way up until you become an adult, you haven't fully developed the part of your brain that deals with impulse control and empathy. So it doesn't really matter when you do things. It doesn't really matter if they hurt other people, and it doesn't really matter if there's reasons not to do the thing. If you have an immediate gain to do the thing, children tend to do that thing because their brains aren't finished yet. That's just genuinely a real thing. Hey, no more clipping, because the floor's not warped all strangely. You still in here?
For a man of his age, Sokolov's making better progress than I would have expected.
She's here still. Is there still that supply of potions in here? What am I hearing right now? What exactly in here makes this sound? It's kind of,
Emily.
It's like vaguely
I've
loud.
been treating Anton. The prognosis is good.
A lot of stuff in here. Should I be reading things in here, or are they the same things that were here before is the question. Okay, seriously, what is that? There's the objective. It's making the collectible sound, but I don't think that there's any indication of where it is. Might just be a weird background detail. How am I doing on collectibles, by the way? Or not collectibles, supply 9 and 6. I could use the blues. Weren't they here last time? Did they disappear, or did did they get moved? Am I somehow not seeing them? And where's that background sound coming from? Is it down here? Oh, no you don't. Yeah, we're not suffering your existence in here. Screw that. It seems like there's just a constant background hum at the moment. Don't worry guys, I'm here for pest control. Oh! Don't want to miss those. Neat. I don't think I've been here before, actually. I think I only explored the upper deck previously. No more disease rats. No more blood flies. None of that. Nope. Oh, it was already open. It's the bathroom. Who would just leave a lantern on in here? That's constantly burning an actual resource. No more of that. Wasteful. Wasteful. You guys are so wasteful. How dare you?
The Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Are you being dismissive towards me? About how I'm not getting, like, oh, I'm sure you expect better accommodations, you prissy noble. Like, I just saved the person you love. It's bad timing for that statement, if that's what you're going for. So why is the painting here? Anton Sokolov's diary started painting again. Did I read this one already? My thoughts dart here and there. I am at the whim of my aging brain. I smell an orange and it triggers a memory. All at once, I am a boy back in school suffering under the cruelty of Professor Oliphant, her horrible wigs and the smell of old wool. The wool reminds me of my suits. I used to have them custom made. The suits remind me that I was once a man of position. And then I am thinking of my own cruelties, terrible deeds, performed in the name of science, progress, or profit. And then I am flooded with regrets and guilt. Then, just as suddenly, I am hungry, or thinking about my knees, or a nap. If I could quiet my mind and apply myself to a task, say, painting, like today, it is of little use. I find it odd that at a time when I thought I might enjoy some rest and expand on my paintings, that my eyes are not as sharp as they need to be, and my hands quiver unexpectedly. The smell of the paints assaults my nose and muddles my thoughts. Did they always smell so? Still, I have begun work on a canvas. I have no name for it yet.
Delilah Copperspoon. Or is it Kaldwin?
No background details this time? Last time it was like, why is there a painting here? And like, I don't know. So you have to ask Sokolov. Now he's here, but we're not going to talk about that now. There's the Pandician continent, as usual. A lot of background sounds when you explore these places. So this is where he lives now, and he's moved back in. And all the pieces of his Pandician continent are here. No bloodflies in here right now. Dear passengers, I'd like to offer my apologies for being such a grumpy captain. First, to Anton, who I called a senile old goat when he decided to bring live bloodflies aboard for study. Not a single day passes without me staring in delight at those marvels of nature. Second, my apologies to whoever broke the bloodfly tank, allowing them to flutter down to the engine room, bringing joy to this sad boat of mine. With the gentle humming of their soft wings, I deeply regret calling you a clumsy sack of guano. But now that we've all had time to enjoy their charming company, can someone please exterminate every last bloodfly on my ship? Megan. Way ahead of you, I think. Optional, eradicate the bloodfly infestation. Did that already. Nailed it. You're welcome, everybody. I'm great. Is it... It's already... Yeah, it's already gone immediately. Ta-da! Is there, maybe when I talk to her, she'll like reflect that and that I did that somehow, or maybe it which won't be acknowledged, but I did a good thing and we're just gonna be happy about that.
Anton, when I brought you back, you could barely speak. But it's been 3 days.
They tortured him. His body is covered with bruises.
Delilah has the throne, and my father is... missing. This is Anton Sokolov, the greatest mind in the Empire.
No, Emily. Megan is right. I can make electricity move from one side of the room to the other, but Delilah is beyond my understanding. When I came to Sarkonos, I meant to leave everything behind. But when the assassination started, I couldn't ignore it. By the time Megan and I connected the murders to the Duke, it was too late. The Crown Killer came for me. It kept me alive from my knowledge, but I saw things. Jindosh often had a visitor, Brianna Ashworth.
She's the curator of the Royal Conservatory.
Yes, Ashworth is dangerous, as obsessed with the occult as Delilah. Apparently, she's working on a device called the Oraculum.
There's more to her than either of you know.
If Ashworth is one of Delilah's lieutenants, I need to eliminate her. Who knows what this device is capable of, or what she's up to.
And so we have one more target. Any response to the whole bloodfly thing?
Meet me at the skiff when you want to set out for the Royal Conservatory.
Apparently not.
There's a spark in your eyes. Something other than hate, which surprises me given all that's happened. Maybe I should begin a series of bloodfly-related sketches. Infested corpses and the like. I've never paid a visit to the Royal Conservatory, but allegedly it has a number of unique pieces.
Ashworth has an interest in the occult. That's a snotty way to put it. In another life, you might be facing me along with her. Head to the skiff when you're ready, Empress.
The familiar creaks and groans of the dreadful whale. I lie awake listening, just to remind myself I'm safe again.
Aw, that was sweet. We did it. We changed the fate of somebody, and it's all better now. Until he gets killed horribly or something. I don't know. We're fighting a horrible witch monster that can teleport and infiltrate your dreams. Like, who honestly knows how safe anything is? Let's take a quick look around for any random pickups I can grab. I don't know if new ones show up or there's just old ones also that maybe I didn't grab the first time because my inventory was full at the time, but could be not full now. Die. Fish. There's a lot of blood flying everywhere for a fish that presumably is, permanently dead. So you think that it'd be coagulated by now? This is my room, right? What's that? Any surprises lying around? Yeah, I wonder if the energy potions were non-persistent.
I might have to go out for extract of blood ox liver and some leche thistle seeds.
Good to see you're still with us. Thank you for helping, Anton.
Sokolov's not the only one making a rapid recovery. I'll be good enough to leave soon. There's a lot to do. Of course, unless the Duke falls, he'll undo my best efforts here.
Then we'll have to make sure Duke Luca Abel doesn't overstay his welcome.
Karnaca's key leaders are flawed, for certain. After all this is settled with the Duke, and the time of the coup has passed, whichever ones are left standing could change things here. Consider that, as you come face to face with the Duke's remaining associates.
I appreciate your thoughts on the matter, Alexandria.
If I don't see you again, you've got my ongoing gratitude. I'll make up some more medicines for Sokolov. Take care of yourself. You're in a position to change things.
Well, you keep to you. I'm going up. Not supposed to look this closely. Most of it's pretty low detail at this distance. You can definitely see the repeating buildings and stuff, and they're essentially cardboard cutouts. Can you zoom in on the birds? Are they 3D? Oh look, they're 3D. Their heads are moving around and everything. That's neat. New travel log entry. Just now? Brianna Ashworth is my next target. Brianna Ashworth, I only know her by reputation. Born in the Dunwall aristocracy, she's a sculptor and the curator of the Royal Conservatory in Karnaca. One of Delilah's lieutenants, maybe her closest confidant. They share a taste for the occult. While being held, Sokolov overheard conversations about a strange device being constructed under Ashworth's supervision. The Oraculum. Something more convoluted than clockwork killing machines, but every bit as dangerous, no doubt. I think an after-hours visit to the conservatory will give me the answers I need. So we should expect witches, huh?
We'll take the skiff. I don't want to bring the dreadful whale any closer than we have to. There is a small dock in Syria Gardens, close to the conservatory. That's as far as I can take you. Ready to go?
Yes, let's go.
Chapter 5, The Royal Conservatory. While being held captive, Anton Sokolov learned the identity of one of Delilah's chief allies, Brianna Ashworth, an architect on the coup that took the throne in Dunwall. Ashworth is powerful and full of secrets. She is building a mysterious device for Delilah. Brianna Ashworth must be eliminated. It's kind of amusing that she can kind of owe her downfall, basically, to the fact that Jindosh wasn't tight-lipped enough about his associates and let one of the prisoners learn details that led to her next.
There will be a Grand Guard presence outside the Royal Conservatory. Inside, be prepared for anything. Ashworth runs with an eclectic crowd. They'll be the real danger.
Someday I'd like to know more about how you met Ashworth.
I know you would. Trust me. Ashworth is important to Delilah, which brings up something else. You might be able to exploit the Abbey of the Everyman in removing Ashworth from play. Turns out the Vice Overseer in Karnaca has been watching Ashworth from a hidden outpost near the Royal Conservatory. Check it out first if you want more options. Remember, if she's still working with Delilah, Ashworth is a grave threat.
Thanks, Megan. See you soon.
Well, I'll be looking for options. I'll also be looking for bone charms and runes. Usually the majority of them. Maybe not every single one, but a lot of them. Trying to get every single one can kind of be ridiculous sometimes. So what are we starting off here with? So there's... She may have records about what happened there years ago with Delilah Copperspoon. And there's Burns Outpost. So the primary goal is to get to the conservatory so we can deal with Brianna. But we can also... We need to search her office if we want to. And we can look for Burns' location. So we're not starting with a lot. Oh god. Looks busy. There's one over there, kind of separated from the rest. At least there's nothing behind me. Die, moth! No, it doesn't work that way. Well, we're here. At least there's that. We'll do a nice little chapter starting save. Syria Gardens. It's not listed as evil. It's listed as neutral instead of hostile. Outright. Remember that one time I paid money for a rewire tool? That was a mistake. I clearly don't need to fill my inventory with them if they're just gonna happen at me all the time. Howler dust. That stuff blows up. Why is it just sitting around? Isn't that stuff dangerous and also expensive, and there's people who don't want you to have it because they want to sell it? Kind of surprised you can't make money off of Howler dust. We're already going to the black market. Hi everyone. Don't freak out. Just taking all of your stuff. The Silver Spike. Palaces don't make kings. Read further at your own peril, my friends, for the truth is a dangerous thing. Any inbred highborn, or even the luckiest commoner, can wind up living in a mighty tower with a fancy title before their name. Those we consider to be made of finer material are in fact just as rough cut as the rest of us, guided by irrational terror and petty grievance. Did Jessamine Kaldwin deserve our respect, or did she deserve the knife? Was the former Duke Theodanis a belle, a fine ruler, as some say? Well, good readers, that depends on your perspective. Are you the craftsman struggling to profit on your fine cabinets, or are you the woodsman selling your lumber for the highest price? Maybe, again, you're the local lawkeeper applying a tax to the woodcutting or the sale of furniture. Truth is a variable. Consider Emily Kaldwin, or her infamous father, Royal Protector Corvo Attano. How did the Empire fare beneath them, good or ill? And now it's Delilah, painter, and some say occult figure. What will her time as Empress bring you and me down on the streets? None of these snots living in the palace know anything about the Dust District. Even Lord Corvo Attano, despite being born here. Would he recognize the place now? And would we recognize him? I'm taking all your stuff. Ha 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 ha. So everyone's always suspicious of everyone. All the
we don't want you here.
Okay, bye. Sorry.
Go away.
What's that? Flammable. I'm leaving. Ooh, rewire tool. They're just free everywhere. Sorry. Trying to find an exit. Here, I'm jumping over here now.
Looking for trouble. You're gonna find
Nah, I'm leaving. Ooh, whale oil. Hi. Yeah, I'm leaving. I started here. I gotta go out. Oh, shit. Well. Oh, they're all hostile. Goody. Goody.
I won't let you get away so
Goody,
easily.
goody, 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 goody. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, it doesn't go up there? My leap. Why do you exist? You're so disappointing. Alright, well this went bad really fast. No, jump. Why? Oh, come on, man. Where am I? Well, you know what? Just kill me. The ledge climbing part of this game really has not improved since the first game, has it? God damn it. It's like the game, you can lock right onto a ledge, and it's like, look, it's on a ledge, and the game will be like, nah, but nah. Clearly you're not trying to climb the ledge, so we're not going to try to do that for you, so just get fucked.